Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to the Value Podcast. I'm here with Sihle and I'm here with
Neo.
Yeah, so we're just gonna share some value as always. So before you do anything, please click the subscribe button and the like button and watch till the end because this is very valuable. So now, dog, we grew up thinking that school was the only key to success, right? But as you and I got older, we realized that it's not really the case for various reasons that we'll discuss, right? So when did you start realizing that school was not for you, and how did you come to the realization?
Okay, dog. This happened like 2 years, almost exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because this is when we started training.
Yeah.
Alright, faded. So we go for a jog to Brakpan from like where we stay in Litchfield.
Yeah.
Then we start walking, and we walking to the park. It was the first time you were showing me the park.
Yeah.
We were talking, and we start talking about like careers, and you're like, what do you want to do? I'm like, dog, me, I want to be a chartered accountant, dog. Me, dog, and I like do that. Then you're like, alright, bro, that's dope. I don't want to like get it. I don't want to get a degree, and I'm gonna be rich. In my head, I was like, dog, like
Crazy.
nuts. Yeah, I was like crazy.
You ain't
Because
doing
that,
that.
I was sold on the idea of school.
You ain't doing that ish without school, man.
I was like, ain't no way you're gonna get rich without school.
Yeah, dog. School is the way, right?
School's the only way. Dog.
Yeah.
I was literally like, nah, dog. Like you
not.
crazy. Like in my head, I literally was like, you're nuts, dog.
Yeah.
Thing is, I forgot how I felt because now I'm just used to like being school's not shit.
Yeah. So you forgot how
But,
you were like.
yeah, but I remember being like, you're nuts for that, dog.
Yeah.
Then you were like, dog, like you started telling me about things of what rich people do and you were gonna copy it. Like, go to places where rich people are and ask them, guys, how do you guys make your money?
I said that.
You
yeah.
said that.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I don't know. You quoted something Franklin Roosevelt something
Yeah.
around there.
Okay,
Yeah. And then you're like, this person said that, like, if he wanted to get rich, he'd just go to a restaurant where rich people are.
Oh, John F. Kennedy.
Yeah,
John F. Kennedy.
the president guy.
Yeah.
Like he'd go chill with rich people, literally, even if he just orders a glass of water.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey guys,
I
like,
can't believe I still remember that, yeah?
hey guys, like, how do you do it? They'll share with you these things, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So that's when I realized, it's okay, maybe you're going somewhere with this, because most of these guys have businesses.
Don't have degrees. Oh, you never thought of that?
The degrees, I didn't even care about, but these guys have businesses.
Yeah.
And you can't go get a degree to run a successful business. You can go learn about business, né?
Yeah.
But to run a successful business, dog, that's life skills. Dog,
Yeah.
So I was like, these guys have businesses. They're on TV. These guys don't seem to be doing chartered accountancy. So like, let me look into this. And then you recommended the book Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Dog, I read that thing. See, after that, I've never been the same, dog.
Never been the same.
That's when I was like, dog, like school is a trap.
Scam. Because I remember not even after you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, while you were still in the middle of Rich Dad Poor Dad, you were already like, yo, dog, these people are fucking us up, man. This thing is just, this system is just flawed.
Yeah.
Like that. So yeah, dog. When I realized that school was not the ish, ne, it was with this other hand I dated, right? Yeah. So she said something, dog, ne, that really slapped to that moment. And Young Don the Source God also made me believe, yeah. So she said something like, education is not school. And I'm like, shit. That's true, dog. And she was doing well in school, right? But she was like, nah, education is not school. There's a big difference. And then that's when I was like into Young Don the Source God, Young Don the Source God said, guys, I'm making more than a doctor's salary without a degree. And I was like, okay, wait. So I wanted to be an animator because of that.
Yeah.
No, so I still have these animation things on my laptop. I still have these animation things on my laptop. But yeah, he was like, I'm earning more than a doctor without a degree. And I'm like, okay, doctor.
More than a doctor.
More than a doctor without a degree. I'll cut that video. I'll send it to you. Ne? And I was flabbergasted. I was traumatized. Not traumatized, but I was surprised.
I know.
I was like, okay, fair again. So this guy earns more than a doctor, by just doing this YouTube thing, So I also need to be an animator because I thought that was the other way out, And then after that,
how much? Okay, let's do numbers. How much do doctors make? How much do you think they make?
I searched it.
How much do they make?
100,000
a month.
a month. Dog, 100,000 rand. a month.
Yeah.
Month. No, that was the maximum. That was the highest paid doctor. And that was not even a neurosurgeon. That was not even a neurosurgeon. Imagine. But like, that's the internet. Probably there's a doctor listening to this being like, no, me, I earn 500,000 a month. But from what I searched, the highest paid doctor earns 100,000. Like slightly above it, like 130 something. Huh?
With no degree.
No, dog. It's a doctor. The doctor.
I'm talking about Don.
Don with no degree. With no degree. More than 100,000 a month. You understand?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this nigga is earning more than a doctor. Doesn't have a degree. His degree is his YouTube plaque.
Yeah.
So, yeah, dog, I need to go on this YouTube thing if I need to make it, you know. And then there's this other guy, Prince EA, right? I don't know.
I know that video.
You know that video where he was talking about how the education is killing dreams and everything. And after watching that, dog, and even the fact that I hated St. Francis, because when I arrived in St. Francis, that place just made me hate school more than anything, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with the school shit. Like, I need to find a way to make money outside of school, right? And I thought to myself,
this is grade 9.
This is grade 10.
Okay.
And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be cool if I can actually make it without a degree?
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't it be so cool, dog? Like, it would be cooler than making it with a degree. So I was like, yeah, I want to be that guy who's making it without a degree, right?
Yeah.
And then this hand that I was dating was also reading a lot. I hated reading at the time, you know. But I started reading because I felt like she was getting smarter and I was getting dumber and everything. I'm like, okay, I can't get dumber while this person's leveling up. I'm told. So I started reading love books because that's what she was reading. Yeah, boy, I never finished any love book. Yo, I never finished. I feel like the love book that I read, I was on like page 15 and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this, right? Yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe I should not read anything, right? Then stumbled upon this guy saying, I got rich and I read Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? He was doing job shipping. I'm like, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Dan Locke recommended Think and Grow Rich before that, but it was too long, so I wasn't going to do that. Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. After reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, dog, like I wanted to tell everyone, right? I wanted to tell everyone. I'm like, yo, guys, you can do it without school. Yo. You see when you, dog, like I was still at that phase. Guys, you can do it without school, guys. Stop, you can do it without school. You know, you can do it, I promise you, dog. Just buy assets, leave liabilities, you know. Stop getting a job, go start a business. You know, everything. Told that to my classmates.
Let me ask you a question. When you told me about Rich Dad Poor Dad, what did you want me to do? Did you want me to did you see, because did you just tell normal about where you're like, dog, you really you have a thing, if you do this thing, you will make it without school? Did you tell those people or just told everyone?
Dog, I was telling everyone. I even told my dad, dog. told everyone. No chance, you can make it without school. Dog, went to class, dog. Like I started joining the cash flow quadrants and everything, dog, and started teaching people. Dog, you know how much backlash I got? Dog, I know, I got so much backlash. And I'm like, guys, listen, I'm trying to teach you this ish. Like, no, you have to go to school. You need to get a degree. Otherwise, you're nothing. And then I'm like, you know what? Fair, I'm done teaching people. You know, and after that I came to you. You saw how I didn't tell you much about
you went you just were like, dog, go read this book.
Yeah, because I knew if I started telling you, right, like, if I explain it in the wrong way, right, because I couldn't explain it the way
there's no wrong or there's just, if you try to summarize that book, you come off as someone who hates school. And people who love school will feel like they have to protect school. And they'll be like, no, I don't want to read it. What are you telling me about?
Exactly.
But you're just like, go read this book. I was like, okay,
because that was my strategy now. You know, it was like, okay, dog, just go read the book. You know, if you read it, fair it. If you don't read it, fair it. But
I was not gonna read it. Because how it happened was, I didn't look for the book. I was at my grandma's crib. Then I went to a bookshelf. I was just scanning through because I feel like I was just tired of watching TV. I'm looking. I see a purple cover. I'm like, okay, let me Rich. I see Rich. I'm like, could this be the? Yeah, it was Rich Dad Poor Dad. Like I might as well read it. I start reading. Sounds interesting. The way it sounds very simple. So I go and sit down. I start reading. Dog. Into page 3, I'm like, okay, I like what I'm hearing. Dog. I like what I'm. So I think I read half the book in a day.
Really? And here's the thing about books like that, Neto. You think you don't like reading
until
you read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
No, a book that's like for you.
Yeah.
Because some people can't read business books.
Yeah, genuine chat. Some people need love books, like
Yeah.
the girl that she needs love books, you know. I told her to read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she never read that shit, dog.
I recommend it to people I'm sure they didn't read it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Sure they didn't.
You sure they didn't read it, you know? So yeah, dog. After that, I started teaching to everyone, and then I just stopped, right?
Yeah.
And then found out that you were reading the book, and when you read the book, dog, like I don't know, it made me so happy that someone, at least one person in this whole world that I'm talking to, understands this ish that I'm talking about. You know,
I don't know why it made so much sense, but it really made a lot of sense.
It made a lot of sense, right?
It was so clear, dog.
Exactly. Here's the thing, man. Like, after it seems like he's not even trying to sell you anything.
He's not trying to.
He wasn't even, dog.
He's just telling a story.
He was even teaching.
Yeah.
Understand, my chat? And like everything that he said, you know, dog, when you believe in something so strongly, right? You need like a very, very strong argument.
Right, yeah.
To make you not believe it.
Showcase.
Right?
Yeah.
Rich Dad Poor Dad was that strong to make me not believe Gucci. Because dog, nothing could have told me that now. Like, you know, because when I thought when you don't go to school, you end up smoking, you end up doing whatever, you know what I mean? So nothing could have stopped me from going to school because I believed in it so much, right? Until Rich Dad Poor Dad came, you know. And the fact that I hated school, right? And I knew that I hated school, like it just...
You know what the thing is, dog? There are people who are good boys in high school. They go to varsity, they smoking, they drinking.
Yeah.
So the whole, if you don't go to school, you now, no. It's your company.
Exactly.
See if you have people who are like, dog, we're not going to school, we are pushing. Like the boys RSA, those jets are pushing, dog.
Exactly.
Some of them didn't go to school, but they pushing.
Dog.
So I don't get the whole, like, school will keep you. No, it won't. Because, like, the whole point of, like if you're not go to school, like, you truly want to go there to learn something, cool. If you don't, like, just have a direction with it. I want to take my life there. If you want to be a doctor, we're not stopping you. But, like, that's not the only way to get rich.
Exactly. If you want to get rich and you think...
School's not for you.
Exactly.
School's not for you.
No, even if it could be, but if you go in a profession, right, in order, like, to get rich, and that profession has nothing to do with getting rich, like being a doctor. Doctor is all about saving people. It's not about being rich. Forex is all about making money. So if you go into Forex to make money, then that's a good intention because that's what the career is all about. But if you go to being a doctor to make money, dog, then, so that's what I don't recommend. But let's just move on to the next thing now. So what is the problem with school and why did we make it seem as if it is the holy grail in the past? Brainwashing, yeah?
That's why we believe that school's a holy grail. Because from a kid, you go into school.
Yeah.
Crash. And you're learning, they're forcing you to do certain things, don't talk in class. And we're human beings. We communicate. We want to talk to each other. We don't want to just sit there and I want to talk to you, but I have to wait for this whole hour before I can talk to you.
Yo, dog.
And, like, it's like prison.
Yeah.
You can't go to the toilet, Mark. When your body's like, I need to go to the toilet, your teacher has to be like, cool or nah. If it's nah, your body has to now conform to whatever she says.
Exactly. Your bladder has to wait for the bowel.
Right.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. It's like they don't want you to be human. But yeah.
How, like, that's not normal. Another thing is, like, we have break. Like, you only allowed to talk during break. How you only allowed, in the space of 8 hours, you're only allowed to talk for like an hour. Some schools less.
Dog. And that's like, how can I say it, dog? Yo, dog, you're expected to keep quiet for like, and listen to a person who's telling you something that you don't want to hear. You don't even want to hear, dog. Because when you're still a child, what do you want to hear about? Lamborghini, you want to go play, dog, you know what I mean? And that's the chat, dog. Sometimes, it's not the fact that those kids are bad kids. That's what I also hear about school, you know? Abantwana bafika lapho, dog, eba rasa, eba yenza kanjalo, right? They are bad kids. But what they don't understand is that labantwana laba emakibo, right? Basuke emakibo. Emakibo, they were all like happy and bubbly and talking and running and in. And then they come to this place where now they have to sit down for 8 hours. And it's not normal for the kid. It's not normal for the kid. The kid is playful. That's in his nature already. He has to grow out of that. But now he's forced to sit inside this classroom and listen to a boring old lady or man, right? Say whatever he doesn't want to hear, right? And then just sit and do what's not natural to him. You know, I feel like in a way that's like preventing you from being a child.
No, it's not that.
What is it?
It's that, man.
Yeah.
But some people were meant to be entertainers, dog.
Yeah.
The niggas who used to beat tables.
Yeah.
And the teachers is like, oh, like some teachers didn't care or some would just flipped out.
Yeah.
Like that person has a thing for music, dog. This person clearly does not belong here.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like the kid who scored like 5 goals in one match but is failing maths. Isn't that telling you something?
like, ish.
It's supposed to be telling you something though.
The thing is, dog, like not everyone. School, this common saying of school is like this place where only fish dominate, but they're not just fish. They're monkeys, they're
Elephants,
big dogs,
they're
they're
snakes.
giraffes, they are cockroaches, they are mosquitoes. There's everything. But if you're not a fish, you will hate these 12 years, dog. Plus 4 if you are forced to go, you will hate them, dog, because you will suck. It's either you suck or you just. Because this is the thing with me, I feel like I'm smart, né?
Yeah.
But I just did not like the idea of I can't talk. Why? Because I've like teachers of grade 1 to 12 said Noah talks a lot in class.
Yeah.
I like to talk about like talking, maybe cracking jokes. When the teacher says something dumb, I like maybe say something, add on, make the class laugh or something like that.
Yeah.
That's always been me.
Yeah.
But like I am smart. But it doesn't mean that like I belong there because I'm smart or no, I don't. I just like I want to be entertaining. I want to do that with my life.
Exactly.
But like school will call me a bad person. How you like a leader? Because I was a leader back in like high school and primary. Like you're a leader, but you like why you not leading by example? Fair, the marks are good, but like behavior, dog, what's good with you? And it's like I'm not trying to be rude or I'm just being myself. Dog.
Exactly.
But now you're not allowed to be yourself. You have to hold it in, and you just have to like be a leader. No, be like everyone. Like we're trying to make you guys great.
Oh, you're supposed to be the best at being great, dog.
Right.
That's why.
You're not supposed to be colorful.
No, dog. You're supposed to be great.
Yes.
So great that all these people just be like, okay, that guy's great. Let me be more great.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not how it works. That's not how people work, dog.
And that's how brainwashing is done.
That's how brainwashing is done.
Because you told, shh, don't talk in class, dog.
Yeah.
Why are you borrowing him a ruler? No, you have to bring your own. During an exam, why can't we help each other?
Exactly.
Teamwork, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, not teamwork.
Yeah, teamwork.
So
teamwork.
Why can't I help my buddy out? Why can't
Pass.
Yeah, so we can all be.
Exactly.
Nah, you're not allowed to do that.
You're supposed to do it on your own.
Right,
Because that's how life works.
And that's not how life works.
It's not how life works.
Life is teamwork. If you want to do shit alone, you'll struggle.
Exactly.
You will struggle.
You will struggle so much, dog.
Like school's taking away the whole.
Ain't no one start a business and they are the employee, the only employee in their whole business, and the business actually grew.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Even the employees have other employees working with them as a team.
Right.
You know, but in school, no, you have to do it alone.
You have to do it alone.
You know, you have to do it alone.
Why?
No one can help you.
Yeah.
You know, we don't care whether you don't know the answer or not. We don't care whether he understands it better. You don't care whether no, dog. You will do it alone.
That's
Understand?
crazy, dog.
That's like a problem with school, dog. That's like.
But it's like you don't see it when you down. You have to get a bird's eye view. That's when you see it. Whoa. Why is it like this?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, you think about it, dog. Like, why can't I help you pass your exam so that you can save your parents money, dog? 1, 2, so we can learn how to interact with each other.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So we can learn how to. Oh, this is how you do teamwork. Okay, dog. since it's physics, you will study chemistry, I'll study physics. Must figure out, let you copy physics, you let me copy chemistry.
Right?
Well,
and then
yeah.
I'll teach you what you don't understand. You teach me what you don't understand. And then we pass in physics.
Let's do that, dog.
Exactly.
We'll probably get 90 something. Nah, school is like.
Haven't you ever seen that, no? Gucci, when school try to make us work as a team, it just becomes a disaster because they've made us grow like so much.
Used to being. Wait, okay, finish your point.
They make us used to being right
solo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then when it's time to get them a project, the technology, not even that, dog. Like unless you're one of those smart kids that just bring everything, right? You know, okay, this one is unreliable, wada. And then your project aishangan when they try to do that, you know. And that's like how life actually is, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes people will disappoint you, like the person who's not bringing the switch for the circuit, you know. Like sometimes the person is gonna be lazy and not build the circuit with us guys, you know. Sometimes transport in. You know, we all encounter those problems. And if they're not teaching us how to like combat those problems, that they're not preparing us for life. Because this whole thing of like people now failing to comply in a team is what we're gonna, okay, not what we, right? But what most people are gonna like combat when they're doing their jobs and stuff, because now you have to work with people when you spend 12 years plus 4 if you're going to get a degree not doing that and doing it alone. You understand my point?
I get, like, I don't, school wants to like prepare people for jobs. That's school's job,
and they even suck at doing that. I'm so sorry.
No, they're not like, I feel like they're doing it on purpose, dog.
Yeah.
Why can't these people learn how to work together? Why can't it be, oh wait, dog, there's 365 pages in like this textbook, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's about like 200 of us in this grade. Okay, guys, you page 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, study those. We get to exam room. Hey, dog, page. Hey, what's this answer for that? Oh, go ask that guy. Yeah, well, it be like moving around in the class or in the hall, whatever. Okay, dog, what's the answer? Okay, cool. The whole grade passes. And then we know, okay, now I know how to work with people. Why didn't you study this page, dog?
And you know what's the funny thing? Dog. Yeah. You know what's the funny thing? Is that if you actually work like that, people will learn better than...
Way better.
They would learn better than...
better.
No, that's actually going to come to the next point. But yeah, they would learn better, like way better than...
That's what school should be. Because I actually want to like make employees who will work together.
Yeah.
But like when in a workforce, when the people working there do not get along, the business, like, it drops. The productivity level drops. So when the people have learned for these 12 years how to work with people, they know how to call out bullshit. Yeah. Well, then, but if they used to, must born. So if we working in this place and I can see that like you missed something maybe. Yeah. Then if they fire you,
I'm doing my work. You know, and you could clearly help me. You could be like, I know what you're doing wrong, and I can help you from getting fired. Right? Yeah. But because I'm used to doing it solo, get fired, dog. Yeah. It's none of my business.
I'm sure it'd be like that.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't even want to experience that life, dog. You know what I've heard about other employees? Just because you're dressing nicely to work, now people have like an agenda. Wow. You know what I mean? Just because you dress nicely. Or just because you're always happy, dog. Why are you always happy? Jeez. I don't want to experience that. You know, I don't. That's why I do not want to work.
It's a place of very low quality people. I feel like that's just my whole, because I've worked a job. First day was ass because the guy was an asshole, dog.
Really?
I overheard him trash talking me to the boss, dog. I was listening to him be like, dog.
Wait, was it?
Yeah. This guy's like, so I'm doing the spot now, bro. Yeah. This guy's like, why did you hire this guy? I got a vibe, yeah, bro. He has no vibe. He's boring. He's this. Looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. And I'm listening to him. Mind you, 5 minutes ago, we was laughing together, working together. Now we hear him talking shit. I'm like, thing is, I'm a person who like, I feel like I'm very resilient. So I was just like, whatever, dog. As long as I'm getting paid, I don't care. Well, I'm doing the spot. I'm hearing him talk shit, dog. Comes back, he's giving me looks. is acting fake. I mean, I just minds. Me, I'm like, me, I'm here to make money, dog.
Yeah.
But that's where I like that experience, dog, and how much I got paid.
Yeah.
Like when I calculated the hourly rate, I was like, I will never do this to myself, dog.
Ever again.
Ever.
So how long did you work there?
I left there day one.
You left that day. So that day you went there was the only day you were there.
And it taught me so
Really?
much. Dog. I was
Dog,
like,
I thought you've been
No.
working there.
No.
So you only worked one day there.
I experienced quite a lot in that one day. Too.
Really?
Yeah.
Because dog, honestly speaking, I thought you were, because like that day, I was good things like
Yeah.
Like when you
Oh, you
worked-
saw me. I didn't see. I don't remember seeing. you.
Yeah, no dog. I bet you saw millions of people.
I
come
saw
back
the
out
niggas that were from here.
there. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
dog. I saw you work.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that you were working.
Yeah.
I saw you work there, dog. You were even wearing this black thing.
Yeah, my
with
black
like
thing.
the net
The
and
net.
everything. Yeah, I remember. I saw you work.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, hey, this guy's getting money, whatever. And you know what's the funny thing there? When I saw you, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Niggas are here making money, and I'm sitting in the holidays playing with my friends.
That's the thing. People were like, yo, dog, I'm like, what
fine.
for my lead?
Yeah.
Nah, relax, she like, yo,
Yeah.
I paid this. I'll tell you how much I got paid.
You got paid cheaper, you told me that.
100 rand for 12.
Hours. So,
Do you know how much that is, dog?
ooh, that's like 12
12
rand
rand.
an hour. 12 bucks an
12.
hour. 12 bucks, dog. Like,
And for a lot of work, dog.
like I'm pretty sure, dog, man, that you could make that now.
Nah, dog, I make way more. I
Like,
make,
12 rand, you make that now in less than like.
I don't
dog.
like, I make like, let's just say times 10 plus an hour now.
Imagine.
Yeah. I was like,
Wow.
and here's the thing, now I make like, yeah, but my clipper, let me just say 100 rand plus an hour, ne?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I work on my own terms. I wake up my own time.
You go at your own time.
I tell the person I'm working with that, hey, I'm gonna see you at this time.
Uh-huh.
Like bed. And I know it's not going to be 8 to is not. Me, I wanna wake up, work out, think about my life, and just okay, it's 12. Okay, now let me
go.
I feel like going at 2 today. Let me go at 2. I feel like going at 11 today.
You choose whenever you
I
work.
choose when I work. Dog.
That's freedom.
I know.
That's
why
freedom.
today I was like, dog, like thing is I wanted
Because
to.
today you were like, dog, I feel like going early to just.
Now,
help this
yeah,
person."
I wanted to do early, dog.
And I'm like, yeah.
so that
this
like
is freedom.
yeah, so that now very I if we even like after here go
You
deposit
know,
some money into the bank
You got paid.
Right.
Now you have the rest of the day all to
to
yourself.
myself.
Nobody, not just anybody, gets that.
Here's
type
the,
of
I don't
freedom.
care if anybody, but like I know what it is
Mhm.
to be underpaid for shit.
Yeah.
I know what it is to be underpaid, to be like trash talked by the person you work with.
Mhm. While he acting fake.
And then he's coming to be cool. And here's the thing, he was way like I don't even want to bash the dude,
Uh-huh.
but I don't want to be that guy, dog.
Uh-huh.
That kind of dude.
Nah, he's probably living a sad life, dog.
He
don't
is.
know.
Nah, he really is. Not
He
you.
is.
He is.
He is.
You're not working there at that age, and you living nice.
Nice, nah.
And he told me the situation. I was like, your life is ass, dog.
You told him.
Nah, I didn't say. I just.
Oh, you just thought it. You're like,
Your life
yeah,
is
this
ass.
guy's probably ass.
I need to get the fuck out of here because I don't want to be like you, dog. I know what it is to do that, to work. And here's the thing, you can't slack off. Like anybody working in like when you're flipping burgers, dog,
Yeah.
you don't get to relax because you're tired. If people want their food, you better go give them their food, dog.
Yeah.
And people keep coming and coming and coming.
Yeah.
I feel it.
And you just like, despite all the profit that I saw these people make today, I
Yeah.
got cheap.
I went to the my former employer.
Uh-huh.
It's like, hey, I wanted to ask for my money. Yeah, it was 8, but it was time for me to. I was like, I was even shy. I was like, I don't like this stuff. I look back now, I'm like, I don't like that. I was shy to ask for my money. Like, hey, so I wanted to ask you for like 120 rand. Like 120, she laughed. I was like, yo. She laughed, dog.
She laughed.
She laughed.
When you asked for 120.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then she just laughed. She was like, okay, just go away. Me, because I was still an employer of the month. I waddled over there and I was chopping some fries, flipping burgers, making food. I worked extra 2 hours, my G.
2 hours.
An extra 2 hours. Because she said go. So I'm afraid to not get paid, chief.
Yeah?
So I took my ass and I went to go flip some more burgers, dog. And I got to chopping some potatoes, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Hand was tired, got to peeling, my G. Peeling. Got to, okay, the burger, you're not supposed to do it like this, you have to make it like this. You're frying chips, you're doing this, you're doing a lot.
At once.
At one time. Then I was like, fuck, man, I need to go now.
Yeah.
Hey, look, can I get my money? She's like, she pulled out 100 rand, she's like, here.
Not even 120.
No, chief.
100 rand. And you worked an extra 2 hours.
She's like, here's 100 rand, my G. And I was like, oh. Then she's like, hey, I'm coming tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
And then you never ever came back?
No, yeah.
Damn.
Took the 100 rand. I was underpaid. I got fired. I hated the dude.
On the same day?
On the same On the same day.
Underpaid. Got fired.
My G.
You know, how old were you?
I was 14.
Yeah, dog.
15.
You know you could take her to jail for that.
Nah.
It's not worth it. Or maybe
I could.
But yeah. You learned a lot at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy she gave me that experience.
Yeah, nah.
Because when I think about why I don't want to work for someone, dog.
Yeah, you think about that.
That was a painful experience, dog.
Yeah.
Like thinking about it makes my heart shrink and mad because I'm like, fuck. Yeah, boy. Grown ass dude, dog. Like I was just being taken advantage of that day, dog.
Yeah. Because you're a kid.
Yeah.
And you don't know better.
No,
so.
I was like, 100 rand, are you kidding me? Mina kabang nigga 20 rand.
Yeah.
That's how I thought. Once I learned how money works, it's like, hold up.
This job thing.
Like, nah, 100 rand. Like, that's when it matters how much, okay?
Yeah, dog, we got off context, like,
Okay,
so
yeah,
off context.
Go, kick back.
But nah, understand, dog. And
Yeah.
this is what school is preparing us for.
Yeah, exactly this.
This is what school
Ill
is preparing
treatment,
us
you're
for.
prone to being fired.
Dog.
You're going to be underpaid for sure.
Sure.
I promise you will be underpaid.
No matter how much you work,
I don't
no
care.
matter how talented you are,
You're going to
you're
be
being underpaid.
What you're doing, yeah.
And this is what school, and that's what school calls success.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you know. It's funny how all these teachers who are teaching us these
I feel
subjects.
sorry for dudes who want to get a job.
Yeah, dog. Genuine chat.
Yeah, that experience. I genuinely feel sorry for anyone who wants to go get a job.
Fine. But it's cool, dog. Okay, so why do we make it seem as if it's the holy grail if it has so many disadvantages? Brainwashing, yeah.
That's it.
Brainwashing. Nah, wait.
That's what we told.
You know why I think, okay, it's brainwashing because it starts from our parents, right? Before,
They were brainwashed to think, yo.
and then they try to
Now it's
brainwash.
being, not even they trying. It's just they passing it on.
Yeah. And then,
But now
and
our
when you
parents-
interrupt the system, it's like,
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Our parents now, after seeing COVID,
yeah,
I feel like they're more like, yo, you should probably like do a business. You know what I mean? Like because my parents had that talk to me. That like, hey, yo, you just push your business.
business.
Have a business and have the job. Cause I'm like, okay, the job part.
yeah, I'ma just have the business
Yeah.
now, cause like that's what's bringing me freedom.
Yeah, because they can see they've been sold a lie
Yeah.
after COVID, and everyone was just prone to being fired. Businesses were.
You know what was the worst thing?
Yeah.
And then that happened. Okay, it's not the worst thing, right? Like it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, right? Okay, my mom lost her job.
Yeah.
Right? That's a good thing. It's a bad thing, but it's a good thing because she realized. And then the worst thing that happened is that my dad kept his job.
Yeah.
You know. And now he's so convinced that
School's the old.
dog, job, trust me. No, there was COVID, good company, dog, job. Yeah, because he didn't lose his job in COVID. So I feel like after all of that happened, he was like, shit, dog, the company that I'm working for, you know, and what does that makes him more afraid to leave. You know what I mean? That makes him more afraid to be creative now, you know? Because, like, I have so much security, dog, you know?
And it's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
Because if they're like, hey, peace, vibe,
Chai.
that's it.
It's a chai, you know?
Maliako.
Yo, dog, my mom worked for 14 years. in their company. A person who worked less than my mom, who worked less than my mom, who wasn't even from this country, got the position that my mom was working in. Yeah, and my mom was like, yeah, dog, peace. The company is failing. That company was not failing, my G. But that's the chat, dog. You see, after that day, dog, because my mom was crying, dog. After that day, right, that's when I was like, you know what? This job thing, nah. This job thing, nah, dog. I ain't doing no job thing. You know what I mean? And I do not understand why it's still a thing to this day.
It's always going to
But,
be.
yeah.
Here's the thing. We'll need people to work for us too.
Yeah,
I want people to go study, dog.
Yeah.
I don't want to hire a person who has
Who
no...
couldn't study.
Yeah, I want you... go
I
get
came
it.
with my creativity.
Oh, dog.
Okay, dog. Okay.
Next point.
But fair enough, despite everything that we have discussed, do you still think that it is important for children who are growing up, like our youngest brothers, right, to go to school? Like, think of your younger brother, like your youngest brother. Do you think it's important for him to go to school?
I mean, ish. Wow.
That's a tough one,
That is a tough one. Because I'm... That's a tough question.
It's a tough one. Okay.
That's a tough question. Because if I were to say, oh no, boy,
Yeah.
like why?
Why not?
Why shouldn't he go?
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
Tough one. I don't know, dog.
Okay, should I tell you what I think, dog?
What do you think, dog?
Okay, first of all, dog, man, I feel like it is okay. I have reasons why it is, right, and I have reasons why it's not, right. First of all, dog, man, when like we as young as your youngest brother, right, I think he's 5 or 6 or something like that. He looks 5, right. When you go to school, dog, like, hey, no one in your family knows how to teach a kid how to read and write, right, and count and everything, right. And at school, right, that's when all these children are learning how to read, how to write, and how to count, add, minus, and everything, right. And despite school not being important and for success and everything, right, that is a very important part of school.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. How to read and write. Because imagine where we could have been if we didn't know how to speak English, if we didn't know how to read,
How to count.
if we didn't know how to count. You know what I mean? If we didn't know how to add, multiply, do all of that, you know. And nakwana, like when they go there, because when I first went to school, right, I had this thing of okay, dog, I'm the most important kid in the world, right? And then when you arrive at school, dog, it's either the smartest one is more important, right? Or all of y'all are just treated the same, you know.
The smartest one.
The smartest one, fail, but okay, the smartest one is an outlier. We all understand that they're smart. But when you arrive at school, dog, you realize that you're not the most important person in the world. You know what I mean? You realize that there are other kids who are just like you, right? Who also
You realize that you have to work for your place.
Exactly.
In like status wise.
Yeah.
The teacher either love you because you're smart.
Yeah.
And everyone knows you because you're smart.
Smart.
Or no one knows who the fuck
Fuck
you
you
are.
are. Yeah.
Or-
You know, no one knows who the hell you are.
So or you have to be good at sports, or
Something.
you have to be, that school teaches you that.
Yeah, that now, boy, awukho one la emhlabeni.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially again.
especially because
Sure.
again value special.
For sure.
Again value special.
Yeah.
Mara mfana mofike ngoya. Nonke niyafana. That's one thing that I saw among figure school, because I was there, dog, acting all cocky, acting all, nah, me I want this, me I want that, no, no. People like, wait now, burn right now. It was like, burn right now. You know, just like him and him and him and him and him and him and him. You know, yeah. And I had to like experience that in order for me to grow, right? How to read and write. So I think it's important for that reason. But another thing that I think is not important, if somebody can teach you how to read and write, right, then you don't really need to go to school for that, right? And I feel like nowadays with the technology that we have, it could be easier I'm not saying that it's easy, but it could be easier than it was for our parents. Understand?
Nice.
Another thing with the chat, you go to okay, dog. Parents can prepare you in a way if you spend a lot of time with your parents and like badlalisa nabanye abantwana, and if they like you also learn that from the streets. It's okay, dog. I'm not the most important person, right? Yeah, there are other kids who besides me. Fair, I'm important to my mom, but I'm not important to my friend's mom. You know what I mean? Because my friend's mom unabumtanaki. So that's like my point where I'm like, okay, dog. Because here's the chat, man. I can't say that school is where like it teaches you to communicate with other people, you know, and everything. Because it does not, you know. Because when you arrive at school, you have communicated in a way. You learn that, and think about this. If there was no school, where would all the kids be? In the streets, right? Don't you think we would have communicated still, though? We would have, right? We would have. So, like, with the thing you're good to know, it helps you communicate, meet more people. Like, regardless, dog, because you meet new people at school, right? But you're gonna have like spend 5 years with all those people, and they're the same people. You know, 7 years primary, they're the same people. The only time you're gonna change the people that you see is when you go to high school. Another 5 years, they're the same people. Understand? So if school wasn't there, dog, it wouldn't make a difference because you were still gonna see the same people. You know. So that's my chat, dog. Like, I like I'm double this, you know, because
Not I am.
Yeah.
I'm in between because homeschool.
Yeah.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
I'm pro. You can curate what your kids learn and what they don't. About because yeah, it's just weird things are happening. Dog.
In chat.
Like they adding some weird shit to
There's
the
this other video that I saw
yeah.
of this teacher making a 2-year-old wear a dress. And the dad was angry, dog. You know, the dad was angry. You know. Like homeschooling, it's like you prevent your kids from being brainwashed.
The thing.
Yes. From being like the dad was angry, like, why the hell are you making my son wear a dress? Nah, gender equality. Why the fuck are you making my son wear a dress? Why is my son? I don't want my son to wear a dress. You know, if he wears a dress, it should be his own choice. So whatever, dog. You shouldn't make my son think it's normal to wear a dress, dog. Because of course, mentality goes, okay, it's normal for me to do this. You know, like I'd rather have my son grow up and be like, you know what? I know this is not normal, and my parents told me not to do this, but for some reason, if they have a reason, I'm gonna do it. You know. Yeah, and like instead of you growing up thinking that wearing a dress is normal.
I'm homeschooling my kids.
Yeah, no, genuine
If my
chat. Me
parents
too.
used to say, should we keep? I'll be like, nah, homeschool these dudes, dog.
Homeschool these people.
Homeschool these dudes, dog.
Yeah, bro. Cause like, dog, they being brainwashed. Being brainwashed, you know. They're learning a lot of unnecessary things, like 20%.
Do you know there's some things teachers said to me
Uh-huh.
or did to me I will never forget.
Mm-hmm.
I think of this one thing that happened back in grade 5.
Yeah.
This teacher teased me in front of the class. I cried, dog.
Yeah.
The whole class laughed, dog.
And she kept
And-
on teasing
she didn't really seem sorry.
you.
And it wasn't a thing of like tough love. She literally made a joke about me, dog.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
Which
like
teacher was this? Forgot the name.
I know her. I'm just like, should I like rat her out like that?
Yeah.
I won't.
Like probably people who are here. Okay, maybe the OGs from BUS.
Yeah,
no?
they will know.
Yeah.
Miss DR.
Miss Diar.
Yeah.
What's Miss Diar? Miss Diar.
The Indian English teacher.
Yo, really?
Yeah.
Dog, that was my favorite teacher.
Cool. But yeah.
Shit.
She roasted me and I cried.
Yeah.
She's like, toughen up, and the whole class cracked up, and they were now repeating her joke and saying, da da da, and like that
What did
hurt a
they
lot.
say?
I don't want to say it, 'cause like, it's like, okay, so here's a joke. Now, so back in those days, dog, Bruder's rocking cheese scope way. You feel me? I bet. So I'm in class, I think I'm lying down. She says, guys, who in the class has a dome-shaped head?
Yo!
Yeah, what? And now we was like, no. And she's like, yes, it's you now. And then like, I was like, fuck. And back in those days, I was mad insecure. Bro.
Yo.
So then I started crying, dog. I thought the Chisco ways shining, dog.
Yo. You know in primary dog, when people like when you're just walking behind a person who's stupid and then they decide to like your head.
They didn't do that, nah.
Yeah.
But I was like, cause I was mad. Like when you insecure or something, like someone like gets a whole group to clown you on that, dog.
Oh, like a whole class. That's like
The whole
30 children.
right. This is a public school. It's not 20 people.
Yeah, 30.
30 plus. Dog.
30 plus.
People were like laughing.
At you, dog.
I'm looking around. It's the weird kids too laughing. Now what you guys laughing at?
You guys
Everyone's laughing, dog.
Dog, probably that hand that you liked, dog.
Nah,
Look
I
at
didn't
him.
have a hand in the class I liked, dog.
Oh boy.
But like,
Me, something like that what happened to me, ne? Not
Yeah.
exactly, ne? But like, dog, when I looked there, dog, the hand that I had a crush on, dog,
know.
she was the one laughing the most, dog. She was like, ah! You know when everybody now is just laughing because she's laughing?
yeah.
Oh! Just like, damn.
But yeah, like, teachers will do some damaging shit to your children. And my parents don't know about this. I just never told them.
Yeah,
But I really hurt, dog.
yeah.
And I want to protect my kids from that. Because now I'm carrying this thing around.
I don't think you should protect your kids from that. Genuine chat. Or maybe like you would choose.
A grown adults teasing. Here's the thing. I don't know how can I. Would your mom let some other mom get, hey guys, look at this guy. Let's laugh at him. Would your mom be cool with that? Is my
She
chat.
would not.
Exactly.
She would not.
It's cool if my peers are clowning me. That's
Yeah.
cool. You can't be a grown adult.
Okay,
making
because
fun
it's
of
very
it.
hard now to say something to diss a grown adult because first
Exactly.
of all, you're scared, and second of all,
So
what you gonna
I
say?
just had to
take it.
take that beating, that emotional beating.
Nah.
Like, it's one thing if the gents are, I was like, whatever. I never cried when the gents did, but it was a grown adult. I was like, I can't believe this shit. You're supposed to protect me from these guys.
Bullying you, but
You're
the one-
bullying me.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
so I want to protect my kids from that, dog.
Nah, genuine chat.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why you wouldn't like recommend abantwana abancane.
Like, it's one of the reasons. Teachers don't care about you. They have their own kids or they have none.
Yeah.
You are just a child. They care about you because of money.
Money.
Or they like you. If they like you, well, sweet. But
They want the money, guys.
that's why they're here.
Wow. Now feel it, dog. I feel it. Okay, dog. So here's the next point. So since you understand how flawed the education systems are, and what do you think needs to change in order to improve the quality of education? You know, Banyaza might be listening, dog. So what do you think might just improve this?
You guys know what to do.
Yeah.
Banyas, I'm talking to you, dog.
Yeah.
You know exactly what to do, dog.
Yeah.
You're just not doing it.
Yeah. Why are you not doing it, Banyaza, dog?
Because there's people telling him not to.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, ne.
Yeah.
Fun. So like, yeah, what do you think though?
What I think.
Yeah, what do you think?
It's not for this, dog. I'll tell you.
It's not for this.
It's not to be on the internet, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I think, man? I just think that first of all, it's very hard for people to cater for children's dreams. Ane? Now, why would I say this, dog? Ane? When I grew up, right, maybe in grade 2, I used to watch a lot of Dexter's Laboratory, right? Wanted to be a scientist. Now, after that, I grew up more, and then after that, like, I wanted to be a soccer player. And that's like the longest thing. I still want to be a soccer player, dog. And I still want to be a soccer player, right? But with businesses, but I still want to be a soccer player, right? Wanted to be a soccer player, right? Told me that, nah, soccer players are short. You know, my dad was very discouraging of all my dreams that I had till now, right? Yeah, so my dad was very discouraging, like, nah, I can't be a soccer player. It's a short-term career, you know. What if fuck up? What if in? I'm like, nah, cool. That means I can't be a soccer player because my dad said I can't be a soccer player, you know. So I need to find something else, you know. And I was like, mechanical engineer, right? I didn't even know what that was. Didn't even know what that was, but it sounded very nice, you know. And my mom was like, yeah, you should be a mechanical engineer, you know. No, that's very good. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Mechanical engineer sounds very dope. Didn't even know what it was. I thought that it was like people wearing lab coats or something. Until career day, when people came up in construction things, you know, And then they were like, yeah, I want to be a mechanical engineer. And I'm like, wait, what? You know, like, wait, what is a mechanical engineer, right? Is it those people that I always see there? Because if that is it, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to be a mechanical engineer. You know, I went, then kept on lying to myself, be like, okay, I want to be a mechanical engineer. Now I want to be an animator. Because Young Don, the source card, you know, yeah. Now I want to do real estate, you know. Now I'm doing Forex, you know. So what I like is that I'm no more wanting to do, I'm doing. Yeah, I feel like that was the part that I missed, you know. But
you know what this whole convo is about, though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want to make money, dog,
Mm-hmm.
stop lying. School's over. You know it. You know it. You're not going to buy a Lambo earning 60 a month, 60K a month.
60K
You're
a
lying
month,
to
nah.
yourself. You know how much a Lambo is? Those ugly Lambos are 3 million. Dog.
Yeah. Guys, by the way, this is South African rand. So if you're thinking of 60K in dollars, and you're like, no, you can't do that. Nah, talk about rands here, Baba. Yeah.
Like, a Lambo that you look at in a picture and be like, I want this. That Lambo is 10 million rand.
I remember when going to that house,
we saw the prices. We know how much these
they're
days
like,
are.
yeah, this thing is just 35 million rand.
Right, yeah.
Damn, dog. And no mechanical engineer driving that shit.
There's no job that's going to buy you supercars, dog.
Yeah, nah, genuine chat.
So, you have to do business, dog. You have to think outside the box.
Yeah, nah, dog. But so you think that the way they should improve is to like teach people how to do business?
They're never gonna do that.
Yeah, they're never gonna do that. But is it like a way?
Not teach. You know, like they should. The best way to learn is just doing. Yeah, well, if you want to learn how to, like we read a lot of money books, but we had to apply. Like I still suck at saving, but I'm getting better at it. How I learn is I go broke and have nothing. Like shit. Okay, why did I go broke? Why did I do that? Okay, wait. I was buying a lot of clothes. Excuse me. I was just spending my money freely. I was just buying things because I can. Yeah, but it's like, nah, chief. Like, okay, let me think. Because even with airtime, yeah, but I'd spend, guys, 200 a week on airtime. I was like, my guy. My guy. So I was like, let me sit down and just do the math, dog. What if I buy maybe a more nice 1 gig for a week? Okay, that's like 20
rand. Or
yeah,
15 to 20 rand.
And I'm gonna have to force it to last. Okay, here's the thing.
That's what I did. Yeah.
When I buy airtime, I'm buying internet data. I don't care about Instagram. I don't care about WhatsApp. Yeah. YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm also buying airtime.
So it's like, okay, wait. Let me. How do I make like this data be able to give me more videos?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start the quality of the videos. Let me go to my settings, downloads. Okay, my videos are usually downloading 360p.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna download them 144p. My guy, a 2-hour podcast is 200 MBs at 144p. But at 360p, you can get it for like 700, 500 dog. MPs.
And that's basically 1 gig.
It's the same. It's not like I can't see I'll show you. I can see the people. They're just not very clear. So I sacrifice the quality of the videos I watch on YouTube just so I can have more data.
And you can save more money.
Exactly. Because when I buy data, it's YouTube.
So instead of so what you're saying is that instead of just standing
like my whole thing is you learn by doing shit. I can't say, hey dog, like if you're not save, just don't do this. Nah, you have to go broke and see what it's like. That's your beating. Because it's not nice to be broke. Now you know what I need to change my ways. The best way to learn is doing. Like
not like just sitting by the board, sitting in class and listening to a teacher, telling you all these things. Nah, you actually need to go do something about it.
No. School's not the way, guys. I don't know. Let me just get cut straight. School's not the way.
School's not the way, dog.
Go do business.
And you know what's funny, dog? It's really shocking, man, that the education that I'm receiving right now, and you said this, they're doing this for a reason,
Yeah.
but the education that I'm receiving, right, is the same education that my grandmother got in 1978. And not just the style of teaching. And I'm not talking just about the style I'm talking about the content too, dog. They just made it more expensive. Understand? So there was this time where I was in grade 10, right? In my grandmother's house during COVID, took out my English textbook. You know what my grandmother said? Like, wow, that is the same textbook that I used when I was in grade 10. Then I calculated, okay, she was in grade 10, 1978. My dad was 1 year old. My dad was 1 year old. My dad was 1 year old when my grandmother was doing grade 10. And I was like, okay, fair again. So, 1978, nothing has changed. Not even the style of teaching, not even the content, but the price went up. I was like, wow, that's a scam, eh? That's like a scam, dog. I'm not gonna cap. School is like the greatest scam of all scams ever, dog. There's something that Andrew Tate said, ne? He was like, if somebody could give you 100,000 rand, this is the reason why people can give you 100,000 rand, right? Like, to go to school. Because they know if they gave you the 100,000 rand to maybe start a business, or like maybe go to YouTube, like maybe do YouTube or whatever. And also the option to get a degree. No one would go for a degree. Literally no one. Even the people who are telling you to go get a degree and whatever, if they got like 100 grand loan, right, they would never go, just to do anything. They wouldn't get a degree, dog. They would never get a degree. You know what I mean? But that's how the system works, dog. That's how the system works. Like the content is still the same. Why don't they change the content when the world has changed so much? Like why don't they teach us how to actually market on YouTube, dog? Why don't they teach us to market at all? Because that's what's going to get your business to grow, right? We learned business studies. I've never learned about marketing, like, at all there.
Tell me I see that. Not I'm thinking of it. Like, my ability to make money and market myself, I didn't learn that shit at school.
Yeah.
And old school taught me how to talk English, how to write English, how to count. But like my ability to make money for myself from nothing, I learned that outside of school. And I'm just thinking, if some bad shit happens, people who don't know how to make money,
it's child. Dog, I don't care how smart you are. If you don't know how to make money, dog,
it's you.
Nah, dog. You could be the dumbest person in the world, but if you're making money, dog, without a job, if you're making money on demand when you want to, dog, and you choosing how much you're earning,
you're nice, dog.
Dog, I don't care. You could be the dumbest person. If you're doing that, dog, you're my role model. You're my role model because it's not easy, first of all, right? And even the smart people can't do it. Dog, let's move on. So, for a person who's contemplating on whether they should enroll Evercity, what advice would you give them?
Learn how to make money, dog. You can do whatever you want with your life. Just know how to make money. Because when COVID comes around, like, or something of the sort, which something else is going to come. And you don't know how to make money.
Okay, so what's the...
Learn how to make money.
Here's my check. When people are hearing you and say learn how to make money, right? What they're now thinking is that, okay, I should probably get my degree and go get a job. Then I'll be making money. So like, what do you mean? Like, vele, specifically?
Go make $50 today.
Yeah. Just go
run a business. However you're going to make that 50. Learn how to like leverage. Thing is, guys, go read books, guys. We didn't get here by magic. We had to read books, guys.
Yeah. And we know we hate school, but it doesn't mean we hate books.
Yeah,
You know?
the
There's a-
place, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, guys, if you want to help yourself, go read books.
There are some things you'll never learn without reading.
Like, yes, here's the thing. Some knowledge you have is so like, it's just a part of us now that for me to think of it, I can't.
Yeah.
But I can do it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say, guys, do this exactly. It's why rich people, their advice is mostly generic. Nah, just work hard at what you're doing, you know what I mean? Just focus. keep
Because if
pushing
they
through.
actually have to explain
Everything,
to you,
bro.
wow, this is why the advice is so,
yeah.
you know, like I feel like even with Pastor Kunene talk,
Yeah.
now he wanted to explain to us like things that he was doing, you know.
Yeah.
Now he had to like book the church,
Yeah.
and like now he had to spend hours, you know, because he knew it's okay, dog. If I'm gonna, probably these people thinking about school as the holy grail, you know. So if I'm gonna explain this to these people, firstly I need to start from here, then from here, then
To go
from here.
all the way back.
You know,
All
you have to take all the knowledge that you learn from the books. You know what I mean?
Go read books. Guys.
Go read books. Nah, dog, that's the best advice.
Yeah.
That's the best advice. That's the best advice. My advice is, if you're contemplating on whether you should go to varsity or not, my thing is, why are you going to varsity in the first place? Fair, no, I was gonna say learn how to make money outside of the varsity thing, but like, why are you going to varsity on the first place?
Parents
are
are
you going?
forcing you.
If you're going like because your parents are forcing you, then my thing is maybe go to varsity, but
You have
don't go to varsity.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
When your parents are like, you better go. Some people will just listen and go. That's why I'm like, whatever you do, you have to know how to make money. It's not an excuse for you to say you have this degree, I expanili. Nah, chief. Like,
Yeah, because it's Spanish, man.
I feel sorry for people who trust in school, dog.
Yeah, man.
I really feel sorry because I'm like, especially dudes, because you have the responsibility to eventually provide for people.
Family, yeah.
And you cannot say to them, I'm sorry guys, they told me this degree would be able to, you can't, because now the kids are hungry, the wife is hungry. They have to eat something, dog. So, hey, dog. Like, I look at the life my parents gave me, I'm like, I have to get a better life than them, dog. Because, like, my dad's occupation is like, I could not
Do that.
yeah, like that's I feel like academically he more gifted than me. I'm not sure because like obviously occupation. I'm like I don't think I'm cut out for that.
Yeah.
One, bro. So I'm like whatever I do, I have to make way more money than him, dog.
You know, there's something that my dad once said. My dad was like, he said this to me at a very young age, and I took it to heart, and I'm glad that I took it to heart. He was like, okay, you have to make sure that you become better than me because I became better than your grandfather, right? He wasn't really better than my grandfather because now kind of times changed, dog. You know what I mean? So of course, there was more modern technology that he had access to than my grandfather did. So it seems as though, right? But despite him and my grandfather, he said that I need to make sure that I become better than him. You know what I mean? That I live a better life than him, right? If he was like, if I call, you call Gates, right? You need to call it your toothpaste, right? Your son needs to call it sodium chloride. You know, okay, no, that's salt. I forgot something, potassium sulfate or something. And then his son has to break it more down. But we have to make sure that we keep on improving. Understand? So my chat now is, dog, what I'm trying to do, dog, is that I am trying to make it as hard as fuck for my children to make it look to be better than me, you know. Because, dog, like being better than my dad, and I'm sorry to say this, but that's gonna be easy, dog. If like when my things work out, dog, like it's
Now, obviously, if also me, my things work out.
it's gonna be easier to make it
Of course.
better than my dad. But now your responsibility, right? Which my dad missed that part. Your responsibility now is to make it way harder for your son. You know what I mean? Way harder for your son to surpass
It will.
your thing.
Yeah.
I'm told. That's my chat, dog.
Like if you're a guy, man,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a hard life if you don't know how to read.
Yeah.
We've heard this so many times. I don't know what has to happen for it to click before it happens to you. Like, you treated so differently when you have no job. Yambon malume, I want to span. As least fuck. I just do.
Yeah.
Again, they have no respect for that nigga, dog.
Yeah.
No respect.
Yeah.
You could call him by his name. No one gives a fuck.
But I have an uncle like that, and I've never called him Manu Bamba. I've never.
Guys, Tom. If his name is Tom,
Yeah.
everyone calls him Tom.
Tembiso. Straight.
That's if you do not.
Dude, I mean, even the youngest kid, like the youngest of his nephew, calls him Bude. You know what I mean? The person who calls him daddy is like her daughter. Other than that, dog, you call by your name.
If you don't make money, it's like no one's going to respect you.
Yeah.
I feel like,
As a child.
and I thank God for this, dog, man.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the whole situation that happened when my parents found out I was buying my girlfriend expensive hoodies.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you that, man. But
you need to tell me that, dog. You need to tell me that when we walk. Yeah.
wait. I'll explain, but yeah, my parents found out that fuck now makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Like now they like I feel like they respect me, dog.
Yeah.
Like now it's like they greet me. I'm like, yeah, dog. Finally, I walk. It used to be I have to greet in the morning. I walk.
Yeah.
Now like, hey, you're nice. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Okay.
Wait, what?
Ever since, dog.
Ever since that day when
Ever
they
since they
realized
found out that fuck he makes a shit ton of money.
this guy actually bought his girlfriend an expensive
Dog,
money.
not just that. Here's
Yeah.
the thing. They found out that I was Ubering her from her crib to here multiple times, which is not cheap.
Uber's not cheap, dog.
Yeah, well, so they found they were like,
Cause we walk.
dog.
We
I
walk.
told you how much it is to Uber this hand.
Yeah, we walk, dog.
Yeah.
If we needed to go wherever this hand stays, we would
We-
walk. We're not Ubering.
I would. It's that far.
It's that far.
It's that far.
Okay.
It's that
Yo,
far.
how much is the Uber?
Yeah.
If we can't walk there, the Uber must be expensive. Like I'm telling you.
200. A round trip
Two
is
people.
200 round trip.
That's from her house to you.
And back.
Oh.
A round trip, yeah.
Oh,
200.
200.
Not bad.
It's not bad, but
Yeah.
still, dog. Yo.
It's bad for someone who doesn't know how to.
Yeah.
But when you can make that back,
Yeah.
it's like what the
It's like,
fuck? What's
200,
this?
like, just come on.
Just pull out, dog.
So like, what was the brand of the hoodie, dog? I need to know the hoodie.
Nah, it was a cotton on hoodie.
Damn.
Yeah.
I know, dog.
Yeah.
Didn't you passed Mr. P just like that?
Ah, dog. I don't shop at Mr. P, dog. Who me? Nah, dog.
You passed it. Cause I know.
I
It's Mr. P. Cotton on.
I didn't even see Mr. Price.
Oh, dog, you're like, you know what? Pass it,
So what the
Mr. P.
fuck is this store with cheap stuff, dog? Man, I'm going there. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. But yeah, like they just found out a whole lot. It's not just that. They found out more. That gave him, fuck, he makes a shit ton
Ton
of
of
money.
money. Hey.
So ever since, dog, they like respect me. Yeah, well. And not like, cause I don't make more than them.
Yeah.
But for how much I make, and I don't have like a job.
Yeah.
I'm just doing business, dog. Like they have a respect for me that I'm like, dog, you want this, dog. You want for the people to recognize you as someone valuable, dog. As someone who is worthy of respect, dog. My parents never used to greet me first, dog. Now it's the thing of like maybe I'm making food. They'll, hey, good morning, you good? Nah, I'm good. I'm like, like,
Your parents are just passed, dog.
that just passed
And you
before.
need to be like, yo, dad.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
And if you don't,
Nah, okay, yeah, it's a problem.
nah, dog, yo, my
Now,
parents, dog.
it's the thing of, I just be chilling now. And be like, hey, what's good, dog? You nice?
Yeah.
Nice, dog, like, but yeah, now
Like,
moving
wait,
exaggerating.
Since when you started like,
Right.
being- yeah.
Ever since they found out how much, like that.
How much you make?
Not
that you
like
make
when
money.
they estimate it, First of all, like this bro, like, cause I keep buying new shit for myself.
Yeah.
Bro. So
Now
probably,
you came with dreads that are proper. and
right, that I
everything.
paid for myself.
Yeah.
Bro. So like, it makes something, bro.
Yeah.
Like, dog, if you don't make money, people won't respect you, dog. I promise you, they won't, dog. When it's Christmas, tough. You're not going to think of you and say, wait, simshelin nyama, simshelin. Nah, dog. Like, it's very important as a guy to show what you don't have to have a job. Just show what you are valuable to this world, dog. Show that you have something to give. Because money is a measure of value. Like you post that on IG. It's a measure of how valuable you are. So
if you ain't making that, dog, as a gent, it's shy.
Nah, you're not gonna get respect, dog.
Yeah, you're not gonna get any respect. And like the game changes, dog. You see, like all these gents that are busy getting hands in high school and whatever. Mvelo told me, dog, was like, you see, once you go in varsity, dog, the game changes, dog. No matter how many hands you get in high school, dog, if Uvang takes, you think you go back that beautiful hand who's driving a Mercedes? You're crazy. How long it takes? You go back her. You can probably make her your friend.
Now, the thing is, learn how to make good choices, dog.
Yeah.
Some girls are going to run your pockets dry, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah.
We should talk about that next time, but
Hans, I don't want to talk
No. Choices. Relax.
Right,
You thought I was gonna say Hans. No,
like,
dog, this is my podcast. Didn't talk about Hans.
Oh yeah. So is that the podcast?
Yeah, that's the podcast. Guys, thank you very much, guys. I hope you guys got value. I'm not even hoping. If you watch till this end, you guys got value. I don't care who you are.
We held back on stuff just are not for camera.
Yeah.
But maybe if like there's a membership that we do, and if you join, maybe we'll tell you guys.
Yeah, say the other things. But for now, this is what you get, guys. You know, you can't have valuable things when YouTube is free. You know?
Yeah.
So subscribe
to this channel.
Yeah. And then also to your channel.
To my channel.
Link is in the description.
Yeah.
Peace, guys. Have wonderful days.